So, Willett pot still, you have found yourself in the trash heap of Bourbon Theory bourbon.
You're definitely on the bottom shelf.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And this is another redo review. And today, it's the good old Willett pot still, making a comeback.
Yep. And I will say this like I said it when we did it the first time. I was never a fan of this back in the older days. And, but as I recall, on that review, I changed a little bit because it had changed.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if it still has.
Yeah. Well,
I have not revisited this bottle since we did that review.
I have because you got me the.
Yeah, I got you
the big one.
I got you the big boy.
Yeah, I'm not joking. It's about that much bigger.
It's the 175.
It's absolutely enormous.
It's the family size.
Yeah. And that's at home, sitting on my kitchen counter.
But
we'll make a good set piece at one point. That would make one heck of a lamp.
Yeah.
There you go. All those whiskey crafters, what to do with your empty bottles. So, the premise of a redo review is pretty simple. We're just gonna go back in, give it a second try, and then we'll look back at the notes I made on our old review a couple of weeks ago and see exactly what we said and how we have changed and how hopefully our videos have gotten a lot better.
We'll see.
But if you are interested in watching the old video, I'll pop that on screen right now. It'll be up there. Just click the card. Give that thing a stomaching and come on back and check us out here. So let's get right into it. Very, very light.
It is very light.
Very, very, very light. It does have a nice nose.
It does. Very vanilla.
I think it's 94 proof.
Aged in white oak casks until fully mature. So we'll determine what that is. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Willett Distillery in Bardstown.
.94 proof.
Yeah, I was looking to see if it says Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Yes, so it's at least 2 years old.
A minimum.
Yeah.
Now I do remember you calling it a dessert pour.
Yes, I remember that too.
First time.
Because it was just way too sweet for me.
Yeah.
So let's see what we think now. But like I said, I'm getting a vanilla off of it right now. Yeah, a little corn.
Yeah, a little hint of corn. Now my palate has matured because this was one of the very first bottles we filmed anything. It was.
And you really liked this one.
I did at the time. It was super sweet. And I have a feeling I'm really gonna not like it now.
Well,
based on how many of the other things that I have been liking. I am sorry about the gnats during the filming session, people. It is driving me crazy. Bob and Phil are back with a vengeance.
I am going to tie his hands down.
That's creepy. We are in a basement, Dad. They're gonna call the cops.
Go ahead.
FBI, open up.
Go ahead. They keep thinking you're fanning something else anyway, so.
Well, that has been known to happen.
There are no gnats. It's just Josh.
I hope they can see them.
All right. Did we clink?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. There's just a touch of spice there. But other than that,
wow.
It's vanilla.
And it's barely that.
Yeah. There's just not much there.
What on earth?
It is nowhere near as sweet as I recall it in that review when we did it before.
What the heck?
I mean, that's one sip. And we've actually just come off of some high proof stuff.
Yeah,
so,
but we're pretty practiced.
Yeah.
On all of that.
Yeah, but I don't know. We always say it. You can't go off one sip.
Yeah, let's real quick go in here for two.
This may be a very short. Vanilla, a little spice.
Just the lightest hint of fruit.
Yeah. like a
But it is
pear,
there.
maybe.
It is there and gone
Yeah, there's no oak here.
whatsoever.
None.
Mm-mm-mm.
Pretty bottle.
Pretty bottle.
It's a pretty bottle.
And what do we say about pretty bottles?
Yeah, bad juice.
Typically bad juice. That is surprisingly bland.
Yeah, I really remember this being much, much sweeter in that original review that we did on it. This reminds me of the old stuff. There's just nothing to it.
Don't take another sip, Dad.
I'm not.
No,
No.
look in your glass.
What? Yeah, Bourbon. It's okay. I'm used to that. You get that. In fact, you could actually just leave them in there and keep drinking, but I'm not going to.
Little extra protein for your diet.
Well, no, I mean, it actually moves to the back of the glass as you're drinking, and then you can get it out.
Let's see what we said the first time. And if you watched our first two redo reviews, you know that our tendency in the early ones were, oak, spice, sweet, but not a whole lot of actually what was there. A whole lot more of just the bland basics. So on the nose, how many notes do you think we gave?
1.
We gave 1.
That's what we gave on this one.
And it was raspberry.
Really?
Yeah. And on the palate, we said rye and raspberry. And that was it. You gave it a C+.
Did I say rye this time?
No.
I think I did.
You said spice.
A little spice, yeah.
Just like the tiniest little hint of like
Which I could see that it's just there's just not much there. And I'm gonna tell you, I think this is like 2, maybe 3 years old.
This has got to be pretty young. You gave it a C+.
Okay.
Would you like to guess what I gave it?
A.
I gave it an A-.
You really like this one. And that's why I bought you the big bottle.
I'm gonna tell you what. I use that thing to make mixed drinks for my fiance. It's great for that. It's light and low proof, and it works well in things that she would drink.
Yeah.
I no longer sip it neat.
No.
That much is for sure.
And I said it too. If I was going to drink this, it would be a dessert pour. It'd be 1 pour, and that's all there would be.
And I don't think you'd even do that anymore.
Well, I haven't.
No.
So
No. But I think certainly after this time around, you definitely wouldn't.
no.
Well, I'm gonna re-rate this thing, and I'm gonna give it a D.
I agree.
What?
I agree.
What a fall off.
Yeah.
This thing just.
And I had been defending it a
nosedive.
little bit, just and really because
Yeah, because everybody hated on it.
well, and originally when I tried it 15 years ago, I don't know,
Yeah.
10, 12, 15, whatever it was, it was bad. And then that particular day when we tried it, it was just sweet. So I was surprised, actually. And now I'm not.
No longer. So Willett Pot still, you have found yourself in the trash heap of Bourbon Theory bourbon.
You're definitely on the bottom shelf.
Oh boy.
Actually, no, we'll put this one right out in front so people go, ooh, I've always wanted to try that. Sure, go ahead. Let's get you a big glass.
Be my guest.
Somebody bring me down a pint glass from upstairs. So, anyway,
Thanks for hanging out here with us today, guys.
like a mediocre bourbon, our videos get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.